Okay, letting everyone in.
Great.
Okay, Susan? Joseph?
Moving on Facebook.
Yeah, the disclaimer is there. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good evening,
Good
good day.
afternoon, good day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy spring.
Happy spring. We have the spring going on here and in the Pacific Northwest, and it's just glorious. So we're pretty happy about that.
Always good to see the sunshine after a long, wet winter here.
Right. So today today is going to be a special day, because not that every day isn't a special day, but today is a very special day because our focus today is to have some fun. We're going to have some fun today. And as I was getting ready, my little red pig wanted to join us. So who am I to say no to a little red pig that wants to join us?
And who are you?
And I'm Susan. I'm Dr. Susan Engman, and this is
Joseph Engman. And we also have some special guests joining us today. We'd love to welcome back Mindy Barrett, who happens to be in India and has had long days and long nights, and happy to have her with us.
And if you don't know Mindy, she is one of the miracle workers behind the scenes, sometimes or many times behind the scenes, in making so much happen for Ancient Secrets. So many good things happen. So we're very happy that Mindy is here. And we want to welcome the new people. If anyone is new to the call today, if you want to put your name and where you're from in the chat, that would be fabulous. We'd love to welcome you, or we are welcoming you right now.
So today is the second in a series of two of calls that we're bringing forth some ideas and concepts that we hope to expand on and experience, and pardon us for that interruption, for Ashland, which we'll be gathering in June, and talk a little bit more about that later. But before we kind of segue from last week to this week, I believe there are some announcements, and I'd appreciate it if we kind of got our housekeeping in order and out of the way, and then we can move into what we have planned for today.
So today I get the honor of making the announcements. So I already said happy St. Patrick's Day, especially for the Irish that are celebrating today. And I'm so happy to announce that the 100-day course has gotten underway in 2 languages, English and Italian. And we have a really nice turnout for both of the courses. And I was thinking about contagious healing, and how for many of you who have taken the course, the contagious healing, not only for yourself, but for everybody that you know, as you learned all the incredible things you learned in the 100-day course, that's happening now. And we're putting our best energy and love and support into that course. So Dr. Clint, who always thinks of us, never forgets us, is in Nepal right now. And Cornelia, he sent us a little message this morning, and I wanted to play Cornelia to play it for us because it's fun.
Hey, sending you love from the Mountain Children Home. I'm here today. We got a big dance party going on. So sending you lots of love. Love you, and we're with you. Namaste.
I think that looks like one happy man. And so he wanted to share his joy with us. And I believe I saw Hope on the call. There you are, Hope. Would you like to share with us your announcements?
Well, I really just, I don't know that it's so much of an announcement, but I am leaving for Nepal in a few days. And I am going to be joining the group later, but the first week I'm going to be going around and meeting these beautiful children young adults and children that I haven't met yet. Last year, I only met 2 orphanages, and this time I'm going to meet many more than that. I'm super excited because I will have something to tell them. I will be able to say, you have a lot of aunties and uncles scattered around the world who have been, excuse me, doing all sorts of things to contribute to making your lives better. And I think we have raised so far somewhere in the vicinity of $7,000, $8,000, something like that. Just in the course of February and March. So, geez, I'm so grateful, and I'm excited to share that with all of them. And I will be posting as well, as I know Clint will. He's much better at it than I am. But you'll be seeing us doing all kinds of things like you just saw. That's the orphan home in the mountains, and that's kind of the first place we go. So I can't wait. Yeah, so that's kind of it from my end.
Yeah, thanks, Hope. And you just have our love and support and blessings to just have an amazing experience. And you're doing so many great things for the kids that are going to just ripple out for so many. Let's just send her some love. And
yeah, we'll send it to them too. You know,
yeah.
I'm going to learn a lot. I'm really looking forward to learning a lot, and I will report back.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you. And now Mindy, who is in India right now, she has a report for us that I'd like her to say.
Hi, everyone. So Clint and Romarishi, Poonam, Jaina, Tara, and another guest whose name I forget. Anyway, had a little journey before Nepal, and it seems as if Romarishi might have had a little too much fun and gone a little too far off trail, so to speak, with his health. But I wanted to assure everyone he was feeling ill and he is recovering. But I just wanted to make sure that the word about his health didn't get too exaggerated to a place of fear. He's doing okay. He and Tara are both horizontal and recovering and working on sore throats and the flu, but they seem to be back in their hotel and taking care of themselves, resting and coming on back onto the trail. So I just wanted to let everyone know that was a little concerned about them, that everyone certainly can really appreciates your love. But I didn't want you to get too worried that there was a big, terrible thing happening. Nobody likes to be sick, but they are recovering. No worries.
Thank you, Mindy. Let's send them some healing and some good energy.
Anyone in need, feeling better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you.
Mm.
So I'd now just like to give a major shout out to Shifra, who did an incredible experience for all of an incredible happening last Sunday. It was just so moving and so profound. Shifra, you really did it. You did a great job. And we, those of us that were there, our minds were blown. And if you would like to see that beautiful, beautiful art and poetry and music show, there is a link. And if somebody could put the link in the chat, and it's not too late to donate. So that's a possibility as well. But just want to say thank you, Shifra. Thank you for all that you did. And then Luke, I think you're going to say something. There you are. Luke, would you please say something about what you're going to talk about?
Yes, thank you. So, as many of you know, we have a beautiful online store with many beautiful Ancient Secrets products, mugs, t-shirts, tote bags, calendars, books, so many beautiful things with designs created by many people in our community here. And the proceeds go to help the orphanages in Nepal. So now the link is always in the newsletter, the weekly newsletter that comes out. But I just want to mention this. If you view your newsletter in Gmail, it goes down to a certain point, and then it doesn't show you the whole thing. There's a link there that says view entire message. You have to click on the link that says view entire message, and then you will see the entire newsletter. And if you don't do that, you're missing a lot of information. And as you scroll further down, you'll see the ad for the online store. But after I finish speaking here, I'm going to put the link for the online store in the chat. So I highly encourage you to visit the store. It's beautiful, so many gorgeous things, very functional in your lifetime. So I just want to mention that. So thank you very much. And I'll put the link in the chat in a moment.
Very
Thank you.
good, Luke. Thank you. You've done such beautiful work in making that happen. You and 𝗟𝗙𝗘𝗧𝗦 and all the artists and all of the people that have made that happen. So thank you so much. So I think that that's it for our announcements. Our business is over. Now we can play. Your work is done. Now you may play. I grew up with that. You do your work and then you play. And so let's start. This entire call is about head to heart. And you'll see as we go through this. So for right now, and just taking our consciousness from our head to our hearts, I thought we would just together do the self-love marma, because it's such a beautiful marma. And that's what we're working with letting love guide us. So you just take your pointer fingers, your pinchers, and you squeeze your earlobes 6 times. Take some deep breaths while you're doing this, activating that deep self-love. So grateful to love myself, be present and open to the energies and the directions and the presence of love in my life. Just breathe into your heart center as you drop from head to heart. Thank you.
Thank you. So last week was all about letting love guide you. How would your life be different? What would it be like if we were led by love as opposed to being led by our thinker? And we heard a couple of wonderful stories of people's lives from 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗧𝗦 and from Dr. Steve Weschler. And there's one more that we would love to hear, the sharing of Mindy Barrett, who has had somewhat of an unimaginable sequence over the last many months. And she's here to shine her love light on us. And thank you, Mindy, for being here and for who you are and what you bring. So we'd love to hear from you.
Aw, thanks, Joseph. That was a sweet introduction. So I don't know how many of you know what kind of things have gone on in my life in the last 8 months, but I have had tremendous upheaval. And I'll highlight a few. My house burnt to the ground along with my town in Lahaina, Hawaii. My mother passed. My daughter was attacked in Seattle last month. The man broke 4 bones in her leg. I had unexpected, crazy abdominal surgery in Turkey in October. There's just been, we moved, obviously. There's just been a huge amount of things all in a row, consecutively. You know, when you check off that little chart at the doctor's office sometimes, and this says, has this happened or that happened? I've checked all the boxes, literally checked all the boxes. And when that happens, so many other things go through your emotional body. It's very easy to find yourself in the pit of despair. Who wouldn't, right? Any one of those things is a lot to absorb. And I don't mean to diminish anyone's experience. I'm purely talking for myself. But in going through this, there's some things that I have found fascinating and that were fantastic reminders of living love and embodying love, even in the moments where your emotional body is beyond stretched and overwhelmed. And for me, some of the experiences have been, I laugh a lot. Not because I don't have craziness going on, and not that I'm not processing grief and all those things, but somehow my emotional body has gotten even more flexible, and I don't hesitate to laugh at silly things or really enjoy moments of gratitude. And it's really offered me the opportunity to exercise the dichotomy of life. And I'm really great in my life. I have been really great at letting love guide me to show other people love. And having many of these experiences happen inside of my own life, inside a very small window, I'm learning to take the opportunity to show it to me more often as well. I think many of us that call ourselves spiritual or find ourselves on a spiritual journey are pretty good at caring for others or having empathy for others or seeing others' emotional body expanding and contracting. But we don't necessarily take the time to really love and let love guide ourselves and give ourselves permission to go have fun, even when you're grieving, even when you're literally self-love earlobe depth in processing loss. It's okay. It's okay to let love guide in the moments of grief. It's okay to let love guide in the moments of happiness simultaneously. And to really nurture yourself. It's in those moments that you get this beautiful, just heart, chest cracking open, beautiful opportunity to love you and hold your own self as what I can only describe as going through the birth canal. Because talk about the pressure of a diamond. Letting love guide in the easy moments is wonderful, is valuable, is such a beautiful experience. But letting love guide you when you are standing in the ashes of your life is living. It is finding a path forward. It is taking another breath and knowing that there'll be another one after that. And that in the moments that are just crushing, that there is also joy and fun, and not getting lost, not getting completely lost in those feelings of process. And so I invite you to feel your whole emotional body, feel your whole process, because there are moments of just, what the heck just happened? This cannot be real. And at the same time, my life is so beautiful. And with every one of these just unimaginable, bizarre, one after another shotgun method experiences, it strangely gets even more beautiful. Seriously, not to negate all of the holy cow, what the heck was that? But you get very clear on the very singular moments of happiness, on the very singular moments of joy, and acting on them and holding them and enjoying them. It takes very little. We all know it, but it's in moments that you have carnage in your life that you get a really crystal clear reminder that it really doesn't take a lot to be happy. And have I had some opportunity to be reminded? And this community has been a huge asset, reminder, nest, incubator, holder, some kind of back brace for me to heal through. And I'm so grateful. And so I'm just here to remind you, as I have been reminded, that no matter what you have going on in your life, find the fun. It's in there. I promise you, it's in there. I promise you, it's in there. From a woman that knows, what the things that I've listed off are literally just some of what my family and I have gone through. And yet life and love, I mix the two, right? I mix the two words. It's so beautiful and worth doing. And I always, when I talk to my friends about it and they ask me how I'm doing, I say things like, I am enjoying the opportunity of knowing how beautifully my emotional body is still working. Because if you can feel this far in one direction, you have the opportunity to then feel that far in the other direction. It's when your emotional body starts to constrict and you get numb that it really becomes concerning. And I welcome all of you in today's meeting to flex your emotional body and find the fun. Find the fun. It's easy to find the other stuff. We all can find the other stuff. Find the fun. Join me in living your life through love. It really does make stepping through the field of unknown and all of the feelings of contrast significantly easier. It really does. Balance is a beautiful thing. I love you all. So many of the faces on this call have made me laugh and lifted me, and I'm so grateful. And I love you. And let's continue to let love guide.
Hmm.
It really is the only path forward.
So beautiful. Let's all rub our hands together and send Mindy so much love and gratitude. Thank you, Mindy.
We do love you.
It
Mm.
is so deeply returned to all of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for all the sweet messages that I haven't responded to yet.
And
Mm.
what I just got was the beacon of love is the guiding light that can take you through your life, no matter what life has to offer. And Mindy, you're an incredible spokeswoman for letting love guide and feeling love and joy. It emanates from you, it radiates. We can all, I'm sure we can all feel it. So thank you so much for your story. Beautiful, just beautiful. Thank you.
And it,
Group hug.
group hug. Well, you know, it's just such a beautiful example of being there for yourself. You know, I mean, in the midst of the ashes of your life, you continued to show up for yourself and are the phoenix, you know, and continue to bring such help and love to others, you know, in the midst. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you also just gave us the perfect segue into today's fun and a little introduction into where we're headed. And as they say, now for something completely different, we're going to talk about vibration. So that's different concepts for different people. I believe Dr. Naram understood it very well when he spoke of the herbs that were gathered to get the ones with the highest vibration. And there is vibration everywhere. Everything vibrates. If you go to an atom and you look at the electrons going around the nucleus and you know, it vibrates. I vibrate, you vibrate. Everything in life vibrates. Sound is a vibration. Light is a vibration. It's a wavelength. Everything is energy. It cannot be created or destroyed. And we are all a vibration. One of the things that we are hoping, intending to experience in Ashland, June 4th to 6th, a little side plug, is to raise our vibrations.
But first you have to know what your vibration is.
Where are you?
You have to know there's a Hebrew word called 𝗂𝗙𝗂𝗏. Where are you? That question of where are you in your vibration? Where are you vibrating?
I think we've all experienced lows in our life. We've all experienced highs. Well, in a sense, those are vibrations. So we have the honor and privilege of a special guest whom many of you know. Many of you have had the experience of being around him. He is one of these people that raises my vibration just to be in his presence. He is a gifted healer from all sorts of body work to laughter work to fun, engagement, full of heart and love and giving, and is always there to offer himself, his services, and his fun. So with that, we would love to welcome Joey Lundgren, Joseph Joey. Thank you so much. And we'll turn it over to you to help elevate our vibrations.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the previous shares, the information here. And I want to start by saying it's great to be with people who I know and love, who I see here, who I've already had so much fun with. And I look forward to the future of our fun for sure in many, many ways. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're talking about laughter. So they say laughter is the best medicine, but I actually have a joke of an exception. It's a crappy joke. It's diarrhea. Would that be the best medicine? Laughter if you had diarrhea? Maybe not. It might be a 𝗬𝗙𝗘𝗧𝗦 situation if you made laughter your medicine for diarrhea. So anyway, that's a little bit of an exception, and that's a joke. So we're going to play in the realm of practicing being playful, being loving, laughing, living, playing, looking, and seeing. All right, let's look around you. Look around you. Let's look around each other. Look where we are in our rooms, where we are positioned. Let's take a snapshot. Take a little quick snapshot of where we're at in our sweet self, our sincere self, our special, unique, loving human dimension. Where are you at physically? Look around, snapshot again physically. And from number 1, very, very bad, to a number 10, very, very good. At this exact moment, what are you going to say you feel? Based on reporting or based on creating? Both are true here when we speak. We report with our speaking and we create with our speaking. Both are true and allowed, and that's okay. Where are we coming from? This is what Susan was just saying. So, okay. We took this quick snapshot. Now, let's put a hand in front of our face. Hand in front of our face, super close. Same thing, snapshot. Where are you at with this? Like, what's he doing? What's going on? You know, are you in the state of the play or the story that you say? And is it all okay? Yes, it is, absolutely. And let's say you had to keep a fist in your fingers in front of your face for the rest of the day. What would that do? Okay, you don't have to for sure. So let's take them away, push them away, and look at the distance. At a certain, as it gets away from us, this is what laughter does for us. We can take some distance from the situation playfully. Okay, so now let's close our eyes quick and let's do a quick meditation. Go down with your energy, fast, 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 down into the ground with the energy, and further down all the way fast to the center of the earth. Center of the earth, and right back up, bringing positive energy from the earth up into your body, and sitting there, exhaling, relaxing with that energy in your body. And inhale the arms up, inhaling that positive, quick energy we just got. Arms up, and laugh it in. That's obviously not exactly a joke, we could say, right? That's not a joke. Like, what did we just do? I'm not exactly sure what's going on. That's a thing about laughter. It has a bit of a shrug in it, okay? A shrug, like what's happening? This is kind of insane here in a really, really wonderful way here. So now pausing and playing and praying a bit, like we're ending this event, orchestrating our act. We're practicing our act in orders of ovation, accelerating, okay? Orders of ovation, orders of ovation. Okay, so this is the end of a calm event. Nod. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's what that was about. Oh, that's why that whole movie ended that one way. Finally, at the end of the scene, nod, laughing. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, let's go a little louder. Okay, so let's do it. standing ovation from where we can. We take our stand. As our actor, we are acting. Is this quote unquote just acting? But we're just acting. Okay. From wherever you are, be the act of standing at the end of this big event, from the event that we're going to let love guide us through. Let's let ourselves stand with the holy ovation. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, from where we are standing, or you could be sitting, I'm going to be standing here. Let's all put our hands on our legs here, and let's go. Okay, from here. Okay, now another bow. Ooh. Okay. These are things I want to say that we can bring into our day. And the challenge, I challenge us to find the fun, to love the laugh, to live in love and laughter, is perhaps when you're getting out of the grocery store, no matter what the weather is or the clouds are, we can do something like playfully. I want to challenge us all to do something playfully with the cashiers in our life. These are the cashiers in our life, are the people that we contact regularly, and that's a place where we can play like the game of letting love guide us, letting laughter lead us. So let's say we were in a grocery store and we were not, we'll go back to the cashier in a little bit, but we're going outside of the grocery store now. Perhaps there's some people around, and playfully, this is a way again to create some distance from our story, to actually be in it too, fully embodied, both from the story, recognizing how silly it is that we play all these games, that we stay so stagnant and don't touch each other's elbows on accident or anything like that. We're like so sort of stuck, you know. We can in some big way gain distance by laughing at ourselves. Clint and I went to a funeral of a dear friend of many of ours here, and on the way I said, hey, you know, a thing to remember, this guy, he had said so many cool things actually, is this is a thing. And Clint actually said it he's like, my friend Joey on the way here said this. I was so surprised that he brought this into the funeral, that no matter in some way how beautiful our words are out of our mouth, we have another end, you know, and we have to keep it cleaned up in some way so we can laugh at ourselves, you know. This is along with the same way of saying that I had a private meeting with a Buddhist meditation kind of monk, kind of cool guy. For a few hours, I gave him body work, and we chatted and had tea. It was awesome. He was on his shoulder in his robes, and he was like, you know, Joey, the way to remain awake, and he had his pinky out, the way with his cup of tea. He said, you know, Joey, the way to remain awake and to never fall asleep is to always remember and never forget that everything is ridiculous. And then he sipped his tea, you know, so we can make fun of everything. I'm not saying we always should. Definitely, there's a time for sincerity, for being a little solemn or something like this. But everything is make funnable, actually, in some wonderful way. And you know, like I'm a rascal, you know. All of us characters, we all can't help but do it. We exaggerate, we diminish, we hide, we pretend. We're so cute in these ways, and that's okay to love that cuteness that you are in your specific perspectival position that you are in, and you can't help but be coming from that, and it's allowed and it's loved and it's hugged, in fact. Okay, so let's say we were at this grocery store, we're heading out the door, and you know, maybe I'm standing next to you. Yeah, you right there, maybe. And I'm like, hey, I just put my hand out here. Hey, you want some laughter love lotion for fun screen? And hey, you want some laughter love lotion for some fun screen? Just before we get out in the fun, it might be nice to put some laughter love screen on. So these are like little fun, cute, little playful ways to perhaps bring a little bit of a pattern interrupt into our day. And I totally challenge you to do all of something like this. And in fact, I'd love to hear if you come up with your own ways. I realize I keep cutting off my face. So another thing is just this simple, like, this is a good thing when you come up to the cashier or the whoever, you know, they're like, what was that person just laughing? You know, when you leave, they're like, what was that person laughing about? You know, or maybe they're like, they say something about it. You're like, yeah, I'm just doing the nod and laugh. Yeah, yeah, I got some money here. Yeah. Oh, it's 5, whatever, you know. Papers, you want some papers, you know? Making fun. I challenge us, let's all make some fun. Hey, oh, the plastic one, you know, I put the plastic one in here. And in some way, sometimes when I do this, I can say, you know, that people from the jungle, they when they come to these grocery stores, they say, man, you got everything in there. And you just give them this plastic card and they give it right back to you. You can have whatever you want. So anyway, there's some way to play with and point to all like this extreme sort of society that we live in. Okay, so then the pointing and laughter, you know, like let's say that I was in a grocery store again. It doesn't have to be a grocery store, it could be anywhere. But let's say that there's somebody standing right here looking at the grapes. They're looking at these grapes, these great grapes over here. And I can do something called what I call the point and laugh. And this is kind of fun to do with a friend of yours or a partner or something like this. So you go point and laugh at the people that they think that you're pointing and laughing at them, and just walk towards them, and then and then get the grapes and have, you know, whoever you are pointing at, they're gonna look, you're gonna walk right past them while you're really pointing to the grapes or something like that. You can also point and laugh at somebody, but you do have to be careful with that. There is like, it's a pretty intense social thing to do. You can do it too. And you can know when you, by the way, when you play this way with the social world, know that you're taking lots of shots in some way at the social world. And because you're taking lots of shots, it might not always land exactly the way you wanted it to. And that just has to be okay. That's a fact. No matter what, in our human life, we're always sort of a part of someone's bad opinion of us. It seems to me that that's like a sober truth. Someone's going to think, shouldn't have done, man, didn't do, or did too much or something like that. I can tell you an example of this in my own life where there's a lot of them, but this one I just remembered to use. There was at a grocery store. I really think of that, of like how to interact with cashiers, because there's always just these rote questions and common answers that we have, how to do them a little differently. But this happened randomly. I bought a can of soup, and I put the thing, and the lady said, "Is that everything?" And I go, "No." And it sort of became like do 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 do. There was something that felt like it just paused, and she's like, okay. And it landed well, actually. It landed well and funny. And I recognize that that's a great opportunity. When somebody asks, is something everything? Like the obvious answer is no, you know, it's not. There's so much else. Have you seen there's all this other stuff? So I mean, that became like a fun thing for me to do in various ways. And I've done it one time. It was during mask season. Oh man, I love that season. Mask season. I had a lot of fun with mask season, that's for sure. But anyways, there was these girls at this bakery looking at stuff through the glass windows. And I went up to them with this can. I was like, hey, can I ask you a question? And I was like, is this everything? And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, like last time I came and I bought this can, and the lady asked me if it was everything. And I just thought, is that even like a question that makes any sense? Anyways, playfully with those ladies, we had a really good time. I have no idea what they really look like. I said, hey, if we ever hang out in the future, will you promise me one thing? And they're like, what? I was like, just never take your mask off. Never take your mask off ever, you know? Obviously, I'm playing around, and this is more encouragement to purposely play with the polarities in some way. So anyways, the way that what I was saying specifically about this question of is that everything, and taking social shots and having them land or not, and having to be all right with the fact that they don't land, and that, you know, it's just a part of life. So the first time it worked real right, and the next 2 times I used that, is that everything, my timing was off. And instead, the few people were like, they were kind of like, okay, weirdo, you know, I was like, and there's some feeling of like, oh shoot, didn't do it right, you know, just for 2 times. And now anytime I use that, like playful game on when I'm out on, you know, in my life, it works, I think, always pretty much. Okay, so I heard, I wrote down some notes from some of the things that the other people said, and I wanted to incorporate. We can go have fun, Mindy said, we can go have fun. And there is a way to say that, yeah, for sure, can we just go have some fun? Yeah. We don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, you know, we can. And the word can in this way means everything playfully. Actually, the word can means everything playfully, in a powerful way, incorporating what the word can mean, you know. I think it's okay to be a bit like sober-minded too, like admit that I can't take this thing, and this is going to sound a bit over the top, but it's true. I believe I cannot get somebody pregnant with this, you know, like that's like a sober-minded thing. Like I feel like maybe I'd have to do a lot of alchemy to it or something like that. Maybe in some maybe world that I can, but the word can generally is like, can we just do this? I was at a leadership event recently wherein we had all these different challenges for us to go through, and at the same time an encouragement to remain centered in our belly and our breath and down. And it was so intense, the amount of time constraints they put in us. And they were people like taking notes on us. There were coaches all around, like watching how we were behaving amongst all this challenge. It was a pretty cool event. And but then there's also like taking care of people's emotions, and there's these 2 dimensions that we're frequently considering at this event. One is goal line, the other is soul line, and where they cross. Goal line, soul line, where they cross. Taking care of soul line, someone's current emotions, the way they're feeling, their sacred self, that sincere, sweet, personal perspective. And then also goal line, you know, there was like things that we were trying to go along with. So occasionally it would be that, can we all just breathe a little bit? Somebody would go off and they would kind of take the time away from what we were trying to get done. Can we all just breathe? And I just want to say, yes, we can. We don't need to say, can we even, you know, like can we all just breathe? Hey, everybody, just breathe. Everybody. Okay, let's breathe, everybody. Take an inhale, y'all, with me. Let's do 2 more. Inhale through the nose, bigger the body. Pausing at the top. Caught you. Exhale. Smothering the body, holding at the bottom just for a bit. Up. And exhale. Now, I'm not really sure about when I started or anything like that. I don't really know what the timing of this is for. What's going on with the timing here, Brother Joseph?
5 more minutes.
You're good for a couple of more, and thank you. Continue.
Okay, perfect.
5 more.
Good.
5 more minutes. Okay, you
Okay.
good with 5 more?
You know, take a couple of them. They're
Yeah.
small.
Okay. So let's do a little bit of this laughter, of some laughter exercises. Okay, so we're gonna come over here on our side, and we're gonna come over here on our side. One reason we're doing it this way is because this helps us integrate a more what do they call it? Serpentine kind of spine, okay? So we do this with our life, and we can do this again through the grocery store while our wife pushes the cart or our husband pushes the cart. The other one can be by the side, sort of swimming in this way. Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Very good, very good. Yay. Let's do that one more time. Very good, yay. Okay, now let's go out. You are awesome. This is a game to play for sure in the grocery store. You are awesome. I look at each other, look around. I am awesome. We are awesome. Awesome. You can take control of the context of your life and just do this in the middle of the grocery store, and people will follow along, especially if you have a one partner with you who promises to, no matter what, keep support your energy in some way. This is a thing that I notice in life, especially again with the pandemic, is that you know, attempting to settle down the elephant in the room some way and speak to the elephant in the room. Like, oh my God. Let's see here. How does that, let's see some good examples from the pandemonium. So I want to say that some of these ways is like goodness grief. Good. See the word goodness, when there is something going on in your life that's disruptive, the way someone's being, perhaps in the grocery store, someone else, and everybody's like so upset by it. Goodness grief, goodness, like some shrug, like, yeah, hug, like, man, like when this person's being stupid, this person's being upset, this person's being ridiculous, like, goodness, oh, goodness. See, the word goodness is a slightly upward here. And I'm speaking to the fact that everybody is kind of annoyed by the way this person's being or something like this. And I'm saying like, goodness, ooh, like we kind of all disagree, like poor guy, you know? And it's a little like, yeah, you know, humans, you know, sometimes we all do it. We all stink sometimes, you know, like sometimes, like I kind of keep reminding from the start of this talk, even like the laughter is the best kind of medicine, except for what? Diarrhea, you know? So there is this, like, humans, no matter what, we kind of all do like deserve a shrug every once in a while, man. Like, you're doing your best, dude. Like, speaking to these ways, these are the ways that I would challenge us to be, and apply some of this, the nod and laughter, apply the point and laugh to something, like just past somebody, just past them and be like, and then get to the cantaloupe and be like, oh, cantaloupe, or whatever it be. Apply this in your life. Apply some laughter love lotion for fun screen before you get outside the store, especially if, see that one, it's like definitely obviously inviting, because those words are like, hey, you want some, before we go out in the fun, do you want to get some laughter love screen on for the fun screen? Laughter love lotion on for the fun screen, or something like that, you know? I challenge you all, play these games in some way. Let love guide you, let laughter guide you. Let fun, find the fun, as our sister Mindy said. And lastly, I want to say that I have this thing that Mindy gave it to me, and I take it so a lot in my life. The last time we were at the Ancient Secrets Unstoppable Love Celebration, which, man, I love that word, eh? The Ancient Secrets Unstoppable Love Celebration. What a title for a thing, you know? Letting love guide you. That's great too. Anyways, Mindy said this frame. We have, there's kind of like, there's like yourself, and then there's your human. And I really, I know that she remembers this right away. Maybe y'all do too. And this human has given you their whole life to live. They've got one life to live. This is a perspective or a frame, from my perspective, to try on. And that it's like, try it on wholly, and recognize there's other frames that are fine too. Like there's no reason to like be dogmatic about anything. But it makes sense to me that Joey has one life to live. He's given me his whole life to live. He's given me all of his elbows, and I use them sometimes in people's glutes and things like this, and on people's shoulders. Personally, I do. He's given me all of his words. He's given me all of his listening, his ability to listen. And he's kind of asking me, hey, let me have a good time in some way. Let this character enjoy in some way. Like, I know there's lots of people having problems, but let me try my best to say, at least this one's not having lots of problems. I'm giving him the best I can. And from there, I'm allowing him to affect his spheres of friends and family, his spheres of culture, city, society, and possibly all of humanity. In some big way, he says, hey, have a good time with me while you're here. I'm giving you my whole life, and let me affect those around me in a way that's right. I only have this one life. And so let you do that too with your character.
Joey, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, so what we all get to do is we all get to know that we have within our own control, within our own choice, to raise our vibration, to know where we are from down, low, dark, whatever, sad, and to say, wow, I want to raise my vibration. I know that I'm in a dark place. I know it's a choice. And so Joey just gave us some great fun ways to work at it. And everybody has their own ways. Everybody has their own things that they can do. They can put on music. There's so many things. And one of the things, what?
Dr. Naram gave us one.
Which one? Oh, good. So go for it.
Another marma. It was a happy for no reason. So it's a cupped hand and 6 times. And then a squeeze 6 times. So we can all do it. We can all be happy for no reason.
There you go.
Happy for no reason.
One more. So it's a gift that you give yourself to know, even to have a list. What can I do to raise my vibration? What works? And I know that I have some songs. I won't sing them right now to you, but when I'm down, I know if I sing these songs, I'm out loud, it's going to raise my vibration. And I just want to support that we're going to be doing this in Ashland. We're going to be working together to raise our vibrations and to come up with lots of fun around that. And certainly, Joey just talked to us about laughter, best medicine, best medicine. Very good.
How about you?
Right.
You, yeah. I'm talking
to you.
Talking to you. What do you do to raise your vibration? Let's hear.
Let's talk as a community.
Let's hear a few people. Shifra, what do you do to raise your vibration?
You know, it's funny because it's interesting, like how I feel a little shy after last week. You know, when you shine, sometimes I feel kind of shy after that. And I wanted to thank especially my collaborators, 𝗬𝗎𝗙 and Melissa and Carol Ray and everyone and Cornelia for helping. But something I sometimes do is this. Because whatever's going on, you can turn it
Oh.
into a song.
Oh.
That's so much fun, Shipra.
Thank you. What about where I'm seeing in the chat? I'm seeing Cornelia. You want to come on? Are you there? Cornelia,
Yes, I'm here. Let me just start the video.
what do you do to raise your vibration?
I dance. I turn on some music. So music is definitely part of my life, and I dance. And depending on my mood, then it's something soft, but sometimes it's really upbeat and fun. And I like to move my body. So that is really what raises my energy all the time. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day for everyone who is somehow connected to the Irish. Here is my little leprechaun that I brought from Ireland. I lived there for quite some time, and I can tell you one thing: the Irish know how to have crack, how to have fun. They really do. So that is really what I learned when I lived there for 7 years.
Great. Great.
Okay. Leonora, what do you do to raise your vibration or have fun?
I do go outdoors, definitely. It's not so much indoors, and I have most of my enjoyable moments in my daily life actually in the supermarket, because I live in a very small town, and my social life, I have no family or not really friends to speak of here in town either. I live in a senior housing, and all the older people are on walkers and not having fun. But I like to spread fun as much as I can with practically as soon as I step outside, making eye contact and engaging people, because I live in an economically depressed town. And it's amazing how a smile can quickly change another person's life, I would even say. Maybe it's momentarily, but the eye contact and smiling at other people. And sometimes I'm doing what Joey said, the clowning around and cracking jokes and turning the tables on things.
Wonderful.
Dancing I like too, but I haven't done enough of it. So it's interaction with people just in the spirit of the supermarket. That is really part of it. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Joey, what do you got?
Yeah, I was gonna say, in a slightly different direction, sometimes I do something called stupid meditation or dumb meditation. And that is a way of kind of getting the energy to be very calm in some way. In some big way, our faces dance with each other's faces, and this is a lot of energy. Confirmation or whatever. Like, there's so much energy involved in this, and so a good way to exercise the range of our emotions is to do something like kind of be slack-jawed. So, the head almost falls to the side, as if just be totally like dumb. And so I call this stupid meditation or dumb meditation. It's a really great way to just let the energy sort of sink, this excitement. It's awesome, it's fun, it's great, this rising energy. And it can be kind of hyper, which is wonderful. Like Joey loves that stuff. Actually, it's like it's giddy. But there's another exercise, which is, that's in some ways what allopathy is working opposites. Actually, what Ayurveda is working opposites. We prescribe ourselves. We get high on our own supply. We prescribe ourselves opposites because they can be balanced. So a way of regulating emotions is this stupid meditation kind of way, or something like this.
Okay, well, it just made me realize, we think of this as something that's physical or something that, has this charge and energy. And it just made me realize that actually, when you bring the word meditation, thought, right? I mean, just to sit and be with a memory of something that was so joyful, you know, the baby smile, the puppy licking your nose, the beautiful sunrise or sunset, or something that brings the emotion, the sensation of joy and happiness and peace. We have so much at our fingertip, at our heart tip, at our mind tip that we can access to self-adjust. You know, I mean, you know, it's so an attitude adjustment. You know, we can provide those for ourselves, and it's just right there.
Right. And sometimes we want to vibrate at a lower level. You know, we want to come down if we're really high or really up, and
Too much vada.
a little too much vada.
Vada.
We use our marma to lower our vada, but then it's, you know, it's this, where are you? Where are you? And to really pay attention to that. Where are you? Nina? Hi.
Got to hit that mute button, please.
There you go. Hi, Nina.
Hi, love. How are you?
Okay.
I think that what this community proves is the minute you make the decision, like Leonore said, to exchange with someone, something, that raises your vibration. Like when I'm low, I talk to babies and dogs all the time, much to the chagrin of the mothers. I just walk up to the baby and I kind of ask permission. I don't touch them, but the energy I get off a baby is so miraculous and so pure. The same with a dog or a cat, or to look for a bird or listen for sounds, to go outside and see that person that is not aware of where they are. Like they're very fixed faced, you know, their resting face is almost a little violent. To pick that person out and smile to them and talk to them, you know, say, hi. It's a pattern interrupt. All of a sudden they're like, oh, hi. And that exchange is like, oh, okay, I'm kind of doing it for me, but it resonates with the people I choose. So to be aware of those that aren't bringing that to the world, as many people have done to me. I just have one of those beautiful scowls. And when I'm scowling and people walk by me and go, smile, darling. I'm like, oh, geez, you're right. I forgot about me. So it's in those moments that I, you know, when I get outside myself and really look to see what the earth is, what hope, what God, what life is sending my way. Because when I'm low, I'm vicious. I just cycle and loop and do all sorts of crazy things. So dancing too, I do that as well. I just move differently when I'm kooky. And yes, I look bizarre. And yeah, I don't care.
Will you lend me your comb?
Kooky,
lend me your comb.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, so I've got a quick exercise for everybody. Just take a moment, take a breath. Notice where you are. Just notice. Now, without doing anything else, smile. Now notice where you are. There is a physiologic reflex that, you know, that normally we all think, well, you got to be happy to smile, right? Well, it also works the other way, that if you smile, it triggers neurons in your brain to give the sensation that makes you smile.
And don't endorphins get released?
Yeah. I mean, it's, my whole body just bumped on that. So yeah, it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah. Smile, darn you, smile. You know, this old world is a great world after all. And Renee.
Hi, I just got on the call. I don't know whether I still haven't figured out the time change to be in Albania or what it is, but I have just been listening to the last couple or three people since Joey, and I'm in a culture where the culture is wounded, right? It's like when I walk down the street and I try to smile at somebody or I try to make an eye connection, they just turn away basically. And if you smile, they really turn away. Most people, like the older people. And even when I go in the stores, like they're not, I don't know whether they're so overwhelmed by so many people being here in the summer. It's it's Miami. I call it the Miami Beach of Albania. It's like that, and like thousands of people are in here. So I don't know whether the local people, like in this particular area, are just overwhelmed. But even in other places where I have been, there's this thing in the culture where they're not open to receiving the smile or the eye connection. So I'm finding it an assignment actually being here to practice opening people's hearts through that connection. And the other thing that I found just for myself is putting both hands on my heart opens my heart. And you might try that for yourself because one hand does it a little bit, but both hands really opens the heart.
Let's do it. Everybody, you want to lead us in that? Just do it.
Yeah, just try what happens. Okay, so let's start where Joseph was like, okay, just notice how you are without putting your hands on your heart. Okay. And then just put one hand on your heart and just see how that registers. And I often check it with my breath. How does my breath change? And then if you put two hands on your heart like this, how does the breath change? So that's my magic.
Thank you.
So this takes me to, I think, one of the principles that Dr. Naram wanted to impart is, the Western model of I'm sick, I'm going to the doctor, make me better, as opposed to the whole idea behind ancient secrets is that we can do it for ourselves. We have the tools, we have the principles, and here we are talking about how we can manage our own energy field, how we can be and make our own fine tuning. And just these simple things, the marmas are all about adjusting yourself. And they're incredible gift and technologies to use for our own betterment. And the better we are, the better everything around us becomes. And so thank you. Robin, do you have something there? No? Okay, I thought I saw a hand. And Joey, is your hand up or is it still up?
Yeah, I'd like to share again. First, I'm curious to see what sort of ways Anne Renee can find in Albania into, perhaps the experiment that she'll have with that situation. Obviously I know that in order to let love guide us, it's not that we should always be laughing. That's for sure. It's definitely not that we should always even be smiling or anything like this. And I'm curious to see how how she finds her way into the people's hearts, perhaps, if there's a report in that in the future. And then about a way for us to exercise our energy is about how we proclaim something. And there's a way to see that this is a line from A Course in Miracles, to have the world be above the battleground. You know, there is a battleground going on of people's opinions and things like this and whatever. Be above the battleground, have the world be in the corner of your eye, and proclaim upon it its perfection. It's yours to approve of. When you enter the place, whatever it be, just perfect, 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 perfect. Slightly under your breath, maybe loud enough for people to hear. Not too loud, but just nodding at it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And everything's working. Everything's working. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There's been many times in my life with people where they're very upset. It's okay that but it doesn't feel okay. It's okay that it doesn't feel okay. This is a way for us to paint on top of things. Some people can say you're not being realistic. You're not, like, the history was trauma. That's reflective speaking, but there's a way to engineer speaking or create like if I told everybody, you know, Joseph and Susan are awesome, they're going to expect awesomeness. I'm creating them for you all. If I told otherwise, it would create them in a way that would be creating a path for them that they'd have to, unfortunately, have to deal with in some way. So our speaking, our proclamation is not just a reflection of, quote unquote, telling the truth of what has been or is. It's a declaration of what is and will be too. And everything is working, actually. Hey, this is Course in Miracles too. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. And when it arises, we work with it, actually, from whatever position it is in. Anyways, that's another way, the declaring, proclaiming, creating our speaking about whatever is going on from that position in our mind, be above the battleground.
Yeah, I mean, even words, right? I mean, words have a vibration. You know, languages have a vibration. In Sanskrit, Hebrew, the old traditional originals, and that energy with the vibration carries a morphic field about it, and that's why some words are strong.
In this way, I like this. Our words are our worlds. 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 You could say they're not. I could say they're not. But that's just, you're saying more things. No, it's not. It's yeah. It's also other things too. But in some big way, our words are our worlds.
Beautiful. Thank you. Renee, did you want to say something else?
I do. I wanted to say, you know, I think that, I mean, I've shared the story about being here in Albania a couple of times, but the thing is like, I absolutely know that I am placed here to be a game changer in this environment, you know, so it's my mission to smile at people and to, one person at a time, make a difference. So that, more than ever, I just see that this is why I'm here. And yesterday we got information that that Albania actually has a portal of the divine feminine in the mountains, and that it anchors the 22 flowers of the divine feminine. So that even just took it to a whole new meaning of what we're doing here in Albania and what I'm particularly doing here in Albania while I'm here. So I see myself as being an agent of change, and this is my mission, to change one person at a time through smiles and through heart connection.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. We send you love and energy always, always.
Lenore, you are back.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote some things in the chat. Of course, the mantras, which we are introduced to through Dr. Naram and his son Krishna too, they are very scientific sound vibrations and raise our vibration as we sing either solo or as we sing together. And that is, again, the secret of the group, of the, what are we, a sangha? If we chant together, it's extremely uplifting and powerful without bringing excitement. in Raja into our lives. And then I wrote something else in the chat. Yeah, Yogananda said, who came up a lot in Shifra's fundraiser. He said, we have to be smile millionaires. And once we own that statement, we are really practicing it. You will remember that maybe after today's call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. And I see that Mindy, you're leaving us. So bye. Take good care. Safe
Bye. I'm so grateful for all of you. Love, 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 love. Can't wait to play with all of y'all in Ashland.
Great. Great. Thank you. Bye-bye. And we're gonna
Joseph and Susan, I actually have, I had to figure out how to get my phone to talk. I'm talking from my phone because I can't have both my phone and my computer audio on at the same time. I wanted to say first that Anne Renee, the difference between one hand on my heart and two hands on my heart, when I put my left hand on top of my right hand, my smile came automatically. And so that was a profound difference to me. And when you're in Albania, you might try doing that as you're doing the smiles with people, and it might help to soften their energy. And then one of my favorite ways to change my state is to choose to be fabulous. And I had an experience once in a grocery store where I was really pissed at my boyfriend who was in line behind me. And when I got to the cashier, they asked how I was, and I didn't want to tell a lie and say I was fine. And I didn't want to say I was pissed at the person behind me. So I said, give me a second. And I closed my eyes and I chose to be fabulous. And when I opened my eyes, I said, I'm fabulous. Thank you. And he said, I wish I could be fabulous, but I have to work until 5 o'clock. And I told him what I had just done and how fast I had changed my state. And I'm like, if I could do that, you could do that now before 5 o'clock. And so he did. And both of us wound up being like completely transformed. And it's one of my favorite stories to tell because people actually get it.
Great. Thank you. Wonderful. And Luke, and then after Luke's share, we're going to play a song that's dedicated to Sharon Hinckley. And you all we're gonna see where we are vibrationally before, and then we're gonna play this song and then check in and then go to breakout room. So Luke, you're sharing?
Yeah, I would like to play a song. There's a beautiful, beautiful old song by Nat King Cole called Smile. And it's so lovely and so beautiful and so uplifting. And if I could be made a co-host, I have it queued up on YouTube and I can play it if it's possible that we can do this. If not, it's okay. But if we can do it, great. If not, just go on YouTube and search on Nat King Cole Smile.
I'm sorry, I can't do that from here. I'm not a host right now. So.
Oh, Robin, can you make me a co-host?
I could make you a co-host, but I'm kind of afraid that we will be blocked because I don't know if that song is.
Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. Well, go on YouTube and search on Nat King Cole Smile and just play it for yourself. It's just a beautiful, beautiful old song. And when you listen to it with his beautiful, sultry voice, it'll really put a smile in your heart. I just want to mention that.
Luke, if you have it open on YouTube, you might want to share the link right here in the chat. What about that?
All right, I'll do that. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Great. All right. Now I'd like you to this is a question. Where are you? Just close your eyes and just listen to where you are. You don't have to think about it. Just get a felt sense of where are you right now?
You can consider what you're thinking, what you are feeling physically, emotionally, psychologically. There's all these levels to check in. Just notice.
And Cornelia, when you're ready, and we're going to play a song and feel free to move your body, to get up, to do whatever you want to do. This is yours, your song. It's not by Elton John. Go.
Oh, let me be the one who understands. Oh, let me be the one who's filled with wisdom. Oh, let me be an open-hearted man. Oh,
Beautiful. Now go inside and notice and see if anything has changed. Just see if your vibration has changed just from those few minutes. Just notice. Very good. Very good. Well done. Pat yourself on the chest 6 times. Well done. Well done. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, we're at our closing time now. So we're going to have breakout rooms after we do our beautiful closing. And know that the fun that we've had today will continue in Ashland. Of course, we'll continue week in and week out, but especially in Ashland.
And hopefully it will just continue throughout your day and throughout your life. And thank you. And take the question to the breakout room of how do you raise your vibration?
All righty. So let's now everybody unmute. And let's share our closing. I love you.
I love you, and I'm with you.
Love you.
I'm with you. Love you, and I'm with you. I love you, and I'm with you.
Okay.
And I'm with you.
Great.